Hello, dear viewers. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to Revision Time. We are studying Business, Trade and Commerce, Chapter 1, Business Studies of Class 11. In our previous video, we have studied about objectives of business and also covered about the various types of business risks. If you have missed the video, attaching the link in the description box, please go through it. And before we start our today's video, kindly subscribe to the channel, hit on the bell icon so that you do not miss important video notifications. Today we will be studying about how to start a business. What are the basic factors to start a business? A mere idea. Firstly, it's just about an idea, like what I want to do, what business I want to do, what skills do I have, how I want to grow that business, what are the activities involved in it, what are the physical machineries which require in that business, do I have all that capital which I can invest in a business, is all the questions that comes into our mind when we think of starting a business. So business is not just about having an idea and I think and next day I'll just start off it. No, it requires lot of factors, it requires lot of planning, it requires lot of skills with to set up a business. So today we will be studying about what are the basic factors of starting a business. First one is selection of type of business. Selection of type of business in the sense, what skills do I have, what knowledge do I have, and what type of business do I actually want to start off, is the very first step to think of an idea and to have a type of business which I want to start. So there are various types of business. It can be a sole proprietorship, it can be a partnership, you can start a company, you can start a joint venture. So there are various types of business activities. If it is a sole proprietor, sole means single proprietor, one person company. So here the person who is starting this business are known as entrepreneur. The person who gets that idea and want to start a business, who is investing his capital, is known as entrepreneur, and the outcome of an entrepreneur who is establishing that business is known as enterprise. So there are different types of business, like as I mentioned, the sole proprietorship. The other one is partnership, where two or three persons come together, think of an idea, invest a capital, and start the business. Partnership. Then it can be a company where more than 7 or 10 people come together and start a business. So joint venture. There are various types of business. We have to think of it if we are starting it as an individual or if we are starting with the help and the corporation of 2 to 3 people. So selection of type of business. Next is size of business, whether we are starting it on a small scale, medium scale, large scale, and all these scales, all this size of business also requires various types of financial amenities also in that. So it's very crucial to decide the size of business. Next is location of business enterprise, very important. Location of business enterprise, like it, depending upon the type of the business, depending upon the business is engaged in the products, what products and services the business is want to offer to the customers and the society is very important depending upon the location. In case if we are situating our business in the central space, there might be very high chances that we will attract good number of customers in our market in the central place. If we establish the business somewhere in the local area, in the out of the market, so there attracting the people, it becomes difficult. Or location, it might also depend that where we have all kind of facilities like electricity facility, water facility, we have all good labor. So it depends whether we want to go for rural, urban. Location of business is also very important with the point of view of what we are offering to the customers, and also with the point of what facilities we are getting in that particular location. Next will be financing the proportion. Very important, capital. Financing means capital. Whatever a person, entrepreneur, which I mentioned earlier, whatever an entrepreneur is investing in a business is known as capital, and capital is very important. So based on the capital you can plan whether the business will go, what size of the business you want to carry on, and what are the assets you can buy. And the capital can be again of two types. It can be your owned capital which you are investing. It can be the borrowed capital which you are borrowing from your friends or families. So capital is very important. Financing that proportion based upon what business you want to start is also a very basic factor. Physical facilities. Physical facilities, as again I mentioned in the location of business enterprise, all the facilities like building, water, electricity, the requirements for the machinery, all such which are very important physical facilities. We also look into that we get all those facilities when we are starting our business. Next one is competent and committed workforce. So in case when we are going for a company, we are going to establish an industry, so we will always look that we will have a workforce, or the labors which we are looking for. So again there are labors like skilled labors, semi-skilled labors, and unskilled labors. Depending upon what the business is offering, it depends. We have to go for what type of a recruitment we are doing, what type of labors we have to choose. And those laborers should be very committed to the work they are doing. They must be honest, they must be loyal, they must complete their work in the given time. So it's all about competent and committed workforce. If we are looking someone for the post of the accountant, then we require someone who is skilled. If we are looking for the post of an attendant or someone who is just a clerk, we can go for semi-skilled. So labor's competent and committed workforce is also very important when we are going with the starting of business. Next is tax planning. We have to also plan the taxes, in which tax bracket we are falling when we are starting into the business, whether and what will be the goods and service tax that will be applied for our business. Next is launching the enterprise. When we have come across all the basic factors, when we have selected the business, size is selected, finance is done, then we go for launching the enterprise. Enterprise is the outcome when we are thinking, when the business is set up, the enterprise is set up. So the entrepreneur from the start, the first place was of the entrepreneur. From entrepreneur he establishes an enterprise. So these are few of the basic factors which are very necessary to start a business. So this is it for today's video. If you have any confusion, you can put up in the comment section and we are happy to help you. Until then, like our video, subscribe to our channel, share our videos with your friends. Happy learning.